You're seeing a strange leaning into a kind of conservatism coming from pop music. You're seeing it come from someone named Billie Eilish. Now, I'm no expert on Billie Eilish, okay? I've never listened to a Billie Eilish tune. I wouldn't really be able to pick her out of a lineup. But Billie Eilish has just come out and made a very conservative point. She's come out against porn.
As a woman, I think porn is a disgrace, and I used to watch a lot of porn, to be honest. I started watching porn when I was like 11.
Wow.
And, you know, I didn't understand why it was a bad thing. I thought that's how you learned how to have sex. And I used to be like the person that would like talk about porn all the time. I'd be like, oh, it's so stupid that anybody would think that porn is bad or f***ed up, or, you know, I think it's so cool and it's great and it's
What kind of
empowering.
porn were you watching?
I was an advocate, and I, you know, thought I was one of the guys and would talk about it and think it was really cool for not having a problem with it and not seeing why it was bad. And, you know, I think it really destroyed my brain, and I feel incredibly devastated that I was exposed to so much porn.
Am I listening to the Howard Stern Show or the Mailbag? On this show, where a lot of young people, mostly men, but occasionally sometimes women, write in and make the same exact point that Billie Eilish is making. Established Titles is your opportunity to earn the title of Lord or Lady in Scotland. Just like me, your humble host, Lord Michael Knowles. All you need is a 1 square foot plot of land and a certificate. Established Titles is a project based on an historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, or lords and ladies in English. In your title pack, you will receive at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate and an official certificate with a crest. Your certificate will include a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. You could even get a couple pack for you and your spouse or loved one of unspecified distinction. You will be able to have land right next to one another at 1 square foot, and you will both get to be called Lord and Lady. You can get this on your credit card, on your plane tickets, and you can even put it on your dating profiles. Established Titles is currently having a massive holiday sale. On top of that sale, you can get an additional 10% off any purchase you make with discount code Knowles. So click the link below or go to establishedtitles.com/Knowles. Use promo code Knowles to save an extra 10% today. Right-wing retrograde activist Billie Eilish is coming out against porn. Is she? No, she's not. She's not a Bible thumper or a reactionary or retrograde or any of these things. She's about as pop, mainstream, lib as it gets, and she's saying that she feels that porn destroyed her brain because she, like so many people who are in Gen Z and millennials to a lesser degree. Millennials were exposed to porn at a pretty early age too, but less so than Gen Z, where basically they're just saturated in it from the moment they're born. She says that being exposed to this at a young age and getting addicted to it is destroying her brain. People write into my mailbag all the time, as you have heard, on this topic. And they say, I know that I'm supposed to be cool and hip and we're all supposed to be fine with porn and actually pro-porn, but I think it's bad. And maybe we've got to do something about this problem. They're recognizing this because it is true. And they're recognizing that while the way that the porn industry and the sexual revolutionaries sold porn is that it's a way to increase your freedom. Don't let those old constraints and those old nasty preacher men tell you what to do, man. You know, just enjoy your freedom to watch women be degraded. That's how it was sold, and virtually everybody in the culture at some point has given into this temptation or even believed that lie outright. But it turns out it's not true. It doesn't make you free. It actually enslaves you. It gets you addicted to things, and it warps your brain. And Billie Eilish was talking about how she got really addicted to this particularly violent kind of porn, and it messed up her relationships, and it actually does change your brain chemistry. So there are actually physical effects of this as well, and obviously extremely corrosive psychological and spiritual effects. And it seems to me the only people who don't get it are the squishy right-wingers. The hard left understands what this stuff does, porn and drugs and this culture of licentiousness. They know what it does, and they are wielding it, actively wielding it, to compromise your freedom and change the culture. They write about this. I actually write about them writing about this in my book, Speechless, which makes a great Christmas present, by the way. #1 national bestseller, great gift to give to your friends or family. So the hard left knows about this. The conservatives, the actual conservatives, know that. But it's just sometimes they're called the lolbertarians, the very unserious, squishy, just you do you types who kind of fall on the right. They seem to be the only ones who don't get it. That this is a really powerful thing. And when you legalize all porn, just like if you legalize all drugs, just if you legalize all manner of licentiousness and vice, that's not going to free you. It's going to enslave you, and it's going to enslave you to bad dudes on the left. Billie Eilish gets it. You should too. I'm so glad you liked that clip. Now, if you want to get all the clips and all the shows and all the episodes, you've got to ring the bell and subscribe. That way you'll get notifications. And by the way, if you really want to guarantee you get notifications for the whole show, head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe. Maybe leave a 5-star review if you like it. We'll see you next time.